Yo, what's poppin', MVP gang? It's your boy, Pravi, back with new gameplay, laced with a fresh perspective. First and foremost, all glory to the Most High. I pray everybody watching right now is aligned in mind, body, and spirit. But let me say something that might make a few people disagree right off rip. Just because patch 5.1 and the little update after removed one problem doesn't mean the real problem is gone. And if you've been grinding 2K like I have these last few days, you probably already know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, after the patch drop, 2K pushed another small update that supposedly eliminated the ability for players to lag the game. You know, they made that little lame phrase, the making it snow, the crazy frame drops. I even uploaded a video where the user did it to me and still lost. All that nonsense that people were using to sabotage games that they would lose to win. And I'll give credit where it's due. From my gameplay testing, I do see that users can't make the game lag like they used to. They just flat out can't. It's not available anymore. I don't see them doing that. But here's the part nobody wants to talk about. Their ability to end the game before it even starts, that is still very much alive. At the beginning of the video, you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about. Multiple games right at when the match starts, the game instantly ends. The message pops up saying this gameplay has been prevented from counting. Now, here's the interesting part. First of all, they do give you an L if this happens in rec or any other game mode. And every single one of those dudes had the exact look on a mod player, the all blacked out. I started recording only one time. Once I realized that they were all doing it and I caught one of them. They all look the same. Like I got this a whole, but I'm gonna start recording when I was going to starting 5, like from the beginning, to show y'all they're doing this to me at the beginning of games. But they got the all black out tattoos with the glowing eyes, that full cheater aesthetic. If you've been around the competitive side of 2K long enough, you already know the look. Why I decided to go into starting 5? Because if you didn't know, starting 5 is basically Cheaptopia. That's their environment where most of them live. A lot of people avoid that mode completely because they know exactly what goes on in there. Most people just simply do not have the ability to keep up with it or defeat it. It's not the mode that isn't competitive. It's just, you know that the players in there are 100% cheating because it's the quickest way to legit probably get rep. So I stepped into that environment intentionally, and immediately what I laid out started happening. People just ending the game. This game won't be counted at the game after game. People avoiding the matchup, ending the game before it counts. And honestly, I think I'm already known in that little cheating world because I've already posted them and exposed a lot of them before. I've beaten a lot of them head to head and used them as footage, and they know it. So instead of playing the game, they just hit that escape button. That, like, the little game prevented from counting trick has been happening for me for a long time now. I didn't know before I even knew what it was, before I knew it was part of the secret program. So they may have patched the ability for them to make your game snow, quote unquote, or freeze and lag and do all that, but the ability to just straight up just, you know, make the games end, they're still doing that. As you can see at the beginning of the video, all you got to do is look at the beginning of the video when I first start showing the gameplay, and you'll see them doing it over and over again. And then only one dude wanted to play me, and and this was the result. But it tells you everything you need to know, because most of these dudes, without the assistance, they are not even good at the game. I promise you, on everything I love, a huge percentage of the players who look elite online are fake good. Once this disadvantage disappears, so does the performance. Like, eventually I did get a game that counted, like I said, and that's what y'all gonna be watching for the majority of the video, against this Z Snags dude, which he is a red plate. This dude was an obvious cheater, but the moment the match started, like I said, it was just obvious to me what I was dealing with. Every 3-pointer, most of the time, going straight through the net that he made. No rim, no backboard, no bounce, just nothing. But almost every single time. And if you studied how these players move, you recognize that pattern immediately. They dex around the perimeter. They rarely attack the basket. They barely involve the AI teammates. They don't even look to use them. They're looking to take every single shot. They don't worry about building momentum. They have terrible shot selection. They take shots. See, I play the mode so much. You play normal users. It's a way they play, and it's versus the way that the logical user play is two different things. Because the logical user gonna take the obvious pass, like especially if it's right at the basket or something. The cheater is still looking for that three for himself. He will never stop looking for that three. Because they'll take a terrible shot, come right back down the floor, and green the next one like nothing happened. Momentum does not apply to them when they're using the auto green system. But for a normal player like you and me, momentum matters. Turnovers matter. Shot selection matters. Running the offense matters. You actually have to play basketball, and that's the part that's still killing the game. The snow might be gone, but the foundation of cheating is still here, bro. Like, now, yes, removing the lag gives you the chance to beat them. It increases your percentage, but let's be honest about something. Completely honest. The average player still has no chance. The working man still has no chance. The casual player, the new player, they are walking into a situation where they're already at a massive disadvantage. And that's why the experience feels so frustrating for so many people. And the crazy thing is, this isn't even just a 2K problem anymore. It's all across online gaming. Technology has advanced, and with that, the hackers have advanced too. The cheats today are completely different, on a completely different level than what people think. Back in the day, you had to plug something into a console or run some kind of obvious device. Now, bro, it's gonna be undetectable on screen. Like, it's gonna be working wirelessly. You can watch someone on stream for hours and still have no idea what's actually happening behind the scenes. Which is why people will say, well, if I were cheating, you would have seen it on the stream, or they hold the controller up. That doesn't hold any weight anymore to anybody who actually know what the fuck is going on, because the technology has moved past that. For that purpose, to be able to cheat and convince people that you're playing legit. It's for that purpose, because technology is doing that. That's why legitimate competition has to be handled in a certain way. If you really want to know who the best, it has to be a brand new console, untouched, no outside access, players being monitored the entire time. That is the only way you truly know what you're watching is legitimate. Because if that's not the case, then you're leaving room for the manipulation. And this is part of the reason the 2K League struggled the way it did. There were way too many politics, too many questions, too many things that happening behind the scenes that the public never really understood. But here's the multi-million-dollar question. 2K already has the technology that can detect invalid non-human inputs. They can literally see when something is happening that a human could not physically do. So if the system is already flags these accounts, why aren't these users permanently banned? Not just the account, the entire console. And honestly, Microsoft should step in too. If the console is being used to cheat online, every account attached to the system should lose access to online services, period. Because if the punishment isn't severe, then the behavior will never stop. And then we ain't gonna never really have a competitive game or anything like that. All these lame ass niggas is gonna do is just continue to cheat. If you want transparency, then you make it public. Post every gamer tag that gets permanently banned for cheating, and then you list the 5 gamer tags that they play with the most. You expose the entire network, because that will reveal something a lot of people probably don't want revealed. Some of your favorite creators, some of the personalities in this community, even some athletes and celebrities know exactly who the cheaters are. They run with them every day. They're in the same group chats together. They queue up together constantly. But when the cameras turn on, suddenly everybody acts surprised that cheating exists. But when the money got involved, we all know weak men's morals will exit the room. That's the reality of a demon's nature. Now, from a gameplay standpoint, this creates a huge problem for the direction of 2K, because if cheating isn't addressed properly, the entire meta shifts in a bad direction. Eventually, everyone will just run max speed 99 3-point builds and chuck threes all game long. Or you're forced to run nearly perfect offense every possession. You got to shoot 70% or better. Like, just look at this gameplay for example. You'll have to shoot 70% or better, avoid turnovers as much as possible. You have to minimize them, and somehow outplay somebody who doesn't have to deal with those same limitations. Imagine this: you playing a game, stamina doesn't matter, adrenaline bars doesn't matter, shot timing barely matters. All that matters is that shot saying open or wide open. That's the environment a lot of people are dealing with right now, and that's why, like, it doesn't matter even if they fix one thing. It's just like, and then the lame dudes toggle it on and off to try to, depending on who they playing, to just make it look believable. Now, the player you watching in this video, like I said, he's a red plate, and here's something most people don't realize: the higher you climb that you are, the higher you are in the skill tiers, just the higher probability you're going to run into cheaters. Once you reach MVP tier, there's roughly about a 60% chance across all the game modes that you'll run into a cheater at some point during your session. That's just the reality of a high level ladder. Now, to be fair, since the patch, I haven't seen anyone being able to make the game snow or lag anymore. So that part does seem to be fixed, but once again, that is only one branch of the problem tree. The tree and its roots still exist, and there's another issue that's been bothering me lately. Starting 5 doesn't give you crew points, which undermines a huge part of my grinds, and I know a whole bunch of other people's grind, because honestly, I play the best basketball when I'm in control of the game. No random teammates trying to sabotage possessions, no trolling, just pure strategy and execution. And every time I say that, somebody in the comments always say the same thing: why don't you just run with a squad? Like, building the perfect 5-man lineup is some easy task. There's a reason the top creators all run with the same circle of people in the same group chats, the same teammates they've been running with for years. Most of the community does not have that luxury. It's kind of difficult to put that together. They be playing with each other within a circle. A lot of people prefer playing 5-on-5, but they don't have a consistent 5 that actually fits together. Some players already be having squads, so they only can play sometimes. Some players have the skill but refuse to move the ball. Some players skilled but try to carry a bum who not skilled with them, be like, that's my friend, we've been playing since this 2K, but he trash. He got stupid IQ. No matter what you say, you can't bring him along with you if you gonna play with me. I incurred then ran into every single problem you can think about when trying to build a team. I didn't almost had a full set 5 multiple times, and then it's something of one of another but bring it down. But it's okay, because I got a future squad coming. It's already we putting it together in the background. So some players think they're better than everybody else, so now you stuck trying to coach people while also trying to win games, and ego becomes the biggest obstacle. What a lot of people never really play real team sports or don't compete don't understand this: the best player isn't always the voice of the team. Phil Jackson at any point of his professional career was never better than Michael Jordan, but he had the mind, the structure, and the leadership to guide the team to championships. Basketball IQ, strategy, and leadership are completely different skills than just raw talent. And a lot of the 2K community struggles with that concept. Ego is holding back a large portion of the community. It holds back men in general in real life. Ego, they get ego, they feel, men even be jealous of other men. It's just a huge issue, period. So like, you see that reflected within the game. The same dude that's jealous, hating, a dude that'll steal from somebody, versus going to go get it himself, them same people get on the game. So what's going to make you, what leads you to believe that his behaviors that he exhibits in real life are not going to reflect through the game when the game doesn't do anything that your mind don't tell it to do? At the end of the day, the thought of men on this game, they ruin the experience anyway. Because my goal isn't to complain about the game. My goal is to expose what's happening so the conversation can actually move forward. Because if competition and integrity of the game isn't protected, then eventually the whole thing dies. Nobody's going to take it serious. Like, about time the new GTA drop, everybody going to be done with this. Ain't nobody going to care about this game whatsoever. It's going to be dead at that point. And the entire experience at this point is just losing meaning. So for now, I'm just gonna keep grinding. You know what I'm saying? I'm still trying to hit my goal of what rep I'm trying to hit, and then I'm pretty much like, yeah, I can bring y'all stuff, but I'm just keeping it real. The game is still not really playable for the average player because they will not get rid of the Zen Titan Gladiators. Until the Zen Titan Gladiators are out of the game, I mean, you're still gonna have trouble because all they really doing now, bro, is maxing out their speed and just trying to get open. They're using fades, they're using double screens, whatever. If a dude's whole play style is just, you should be able to tell. Like, I don't know how dudes can't see the difference in legit play versus a dude who's clearly using scripted play. But I'm gonna keep exposing the truth, and we're gonna keep playing the game the right way, because real skill will always matter to the people who truly love the game. And I'm going through it so you don't have to. So to keep up the fight, to get 2K back right, because right now it's fucked up and down bad. It's like, to really put it into a visual perspective, it's like seeing the prom queen after high school on the streets addicted to pill. I want y'all to like really see the image of how I feel, and that's exactly how I feel. It feels exactly like that looking at the state of 2K. And with that being said, MVP gang, if you enjoyed this gameplay and perspective, make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, stay consistent, stay focused, and blessings to the Most High. Peace. For those of you who love gameplay, that's fire, because it's a back and forth battle. You can continue to watch the rest of the video. That support does help as well. Like I said, this was me with my pure thumbs. Appreciate all the true supporters. Blessings.